Hello! Happy Vlogmas! My name's Eliza. If you're new here, understandable if you're new here because I have not posted in like 4 months. August, September, October, November. 4-ish months. This year's Vlogmas is going to be a little bit different. Normally I do like a theme. Well, I've only done it 2 years. I have a small friend here with me who's making a lot of noise. I will show him if I can catch him. So I've done Vlogmas twice. The first time I had a yarn advent calendar, and the second time I had a new sock knitting machine. So those kind of had themes. This year I'm just gonna do more of a true Vlogmas, and I am gonna try to post as much as possible, but I'm not gonna commit to the full 25 days. And I'll tell you why. Because I kind of have a knitting related injury. I've still been knitting a lot. I wasn't really sure what the injury was. I had a feeling it was from knitting. I still haven't gone to the doctor. I do have an appointment, so I'll give you an update on that after I go to the appointment, but I think I have a cyst. It's right here. That's just from my own like WebMD research, and that's why I'm going to the doctor. Did you see that? Perhaps I have a cyst. And it actually doesn't hurt when I knit, but it hurts when I bend my wrist back. And I think that this is just me guessing. Like I said, have not seen a doctor, so I could be wrong. But my wrist hurts when I push back like this. I think that must be like when pressure is applied to the cyst. So it's not that it hurts when I knit, but it's not getting better if I don't do anything about it. So, and I'm really scared to have a wrist injury because I love knitting. I love doing things with my hands. I love knitting, I love drawing, I love doing puzzles. I have a puzzle right here. I might be doing puzzles this Vlogmas if I go to the doctor and they smash this cyst. Because I have seen and heard that back in the day, I don't know if this still happens, but the doctors used to smash cysts with like books, and I really hope a doctor doesn't do that to me because I really don't want to mess up my wrists. I really want to be able to knit for the rest of my life. Let me know if you've had a cyst on your wrist. I believe it's called a ganglion cyst. I don't even know if that's what this is, but it's kind of in like the right place for it based on my internet research and what other people who have had them have told me. Yeah, let me know what you did for yours if you had one. Moving on, I will show you all my whips that I've been working on recently. I may have others that are in my stash deep in the closet, but I'm just going to share what I've been working on recently, and I have started gift knitting. My most recent finished object, actually this is the first thing I've finished in like 6 months. I just was not able to finish anything for a very long time. Like I knit every single day. I love to knit. And I love to knit so much that sometimes I don't even care if I finish a project, but that's all very interesting for posting on the internet. I decided that because I was taking the bus to work a lot, I would start a small project. So I decided to cast on a Sophie hood by Petite Knit. And I had all this mohair yarn in these colors, which I have talked about like probably years ago in videos. I wanted to make a sweater in this stripe colorway, and that's what I had that yarn for, but it's lace weight and I would have to use like a size 2 needle, and I just didn't really want to do that anymore. So I decided to hold it double and make a Sophie hood. And this is the thing I have finished. Like this is the only thing I've finished in like the last 6 months. I did get a compliment like as soon as I wore it out, which was nice. It was really fun to knit. I think all of the like Sophie patterns by Petite Knit are pretty easy. It's just knitting. It's just garter stitch with I-cords. So I had a great time. I did have to do some problem solving because I wanted my stripes to match at the back of the head. So this is the back, and there's a seam here. And I wanted to make sure that these stripes matched up when I seamed it together. So I did have to do a little problem solving there at the top. So I like knit my stripe pattern and then I just added a little bit here and like went reverse the way down so it all matched. And that was fun. It was pretty simple. I knit this in about 2 weeks, mostly bust knitting and a little bit knitting before bed, knitting while I watch TV. So that was a really fun project, and I decided that I think I'm gonna make those for some people in my family too. Specifically my brother, he likes funky accessories like that, so I did already cast one on for him. And I'm trying to just use yarn from my stash. So I had this Noro yarn that I bought, I think from the Recrafting Co. in Alameda. I just had the one ball, and it started off black and it had a little bit of pink, and now it's kind of turning into this like gray purpley blue color. So this will be his Sophie hood. This is what I have so far. And because I've had this knitting injury, this cyst from knitting, I was trying to figure out like how I could prevent this from happening again. Not that the problem is even solved, but I was like, okay, well, when I knit English style, so like my right hand is doing a lot of the work, my left hand is just holding the work. Maybe that's why I got it, because of repetitive motion or like just holding my hand like this for hours. So with that, I decided I should learn how to knit continental. So this is my continental project. I have knit the whole thing continental, and I am not very fast, but I'm getting the hang of it. It's getting faster for sure. So I'm gonna try to knit the whole thing continental to help myself learn how to knit continental. Oh, I do actually have another finished object. So after I knit that Sophie hood, I decided I wanted to knit a bonnet because I've seen a lot of people knit these and I thought they were really cute. I also like recently saw someone make a video where they were like, if you don't like the way beanies look on your head, you should wear a bonnet. So I found a pattern on Ravelry and I modified it slightly because it was just a like a 1x1, and the only thing I did differently was instead of just doing like 1x1 across, I don't know, I don't remember what it was supposed to look like, but I added this row that was this knit row. So you got all your increases from the knit row, and then it just went all the way across, and you have it all your decreases from the knit row too. I just like the way that looks. And I did knit a bunch of this continental, and you can actually see where my tension changed. So this was all English style, and this bump here where the tension loosens up a lot, I knit continental. And like it really, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but the stitches don't look as nice. And then once I got back to my decreases, I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna knit this English style because I'm not very fast and my tension looks awful. But yes, I made this. It's very cute. I used a green sock yarn that I had, and I held it actually held it double, and I added one strand of yellow lace weight mohair. I was looking through my stash the other day because I was cleaning out this closet where we were going to put our new kitten. That was like going to be his little safe space, and so I cleaned out the closet and I took out some yarn that I've had for a long time that I have always wanted to use. And this was one of them. I've definitely shown this on here before. I got this from Hedgehog Fibers. I think I placed an order with them like a couple years ago. It may have been when I got my advent calendar, but it also may have been separate. I ordered like, oh my gosh, I think Fibers just went up my nose. I ordered like one of their, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. I forget. Oh, I ordered one of their Lucky Dip bundles where you get like random things. And I don't think this was in there. Oh my gosh. I think I ordered one of those. Maybe it was a Black Friday sale. I have no idea. But I ordered some stuff from them and I picked out this kid silk mohair. The color of this the color of this is Sound Wave. So beautiful. I love their kid silk mohairs. I think they're just so beautiful, but I never know what to do with them because they're kind of expensive. Let's see, this doesn't have a price on it, but it was probably like $30. So like it would be awesome to buy enough to make a whole sweater, but realistically I usually end up with one. So I decided to hold it double and make a hat. And as well as like just using my stash, I'm also trying to knit patterns that I already have, that I've already purchased. And maybe I haven't knit them, or I know that they're like a good pattern. So I'm knitting an Oslo hat, which I have already knit for my boyfriend. I'm knitting him another one. And I decided to hold it with this green. And this is the green that I used to make this bonnet. If I don't have enough for the Oslo hat, I'll probably unravel this bonnet. So I'm holding them together, and this is what the fabric looks like so far. I think it's going to be really pretty, and I hope he likes it. I hope it's not like too funky. He likes funky stuff sometimes, but I think it'll be really pretty. Once I get some more fabric and can really see like what's happening, I think it'll be really pretty. And I love the way it looks when you use a really colorful mohair like this with a solid underneath or like held together, because you can really see the mohair, and that's what I want. I want to see that beautiful mohair. So this is kind of what I've been working on today, and I cast this on yesterday. I cast this on yesterday while I was watching The Hills Have Eyes. I think since I have a knitting injury and I'm not going to be knitting as much, I might share some of my other interests on this channel, you know, so I have things to share. So this is going to be a gift. Hopefully I'll finish it by Christmas. She started 2 gifts, the Oslo hat and the Soapy hood. And I do want to make I think I want to make my aunts either matching bonnets or matching Sophie shawls, like the little ones, the little like neckerchief things. I think those would look really cute on them, but I haven't really started my Christmas brainstorming yet. I also don't want to commit to making too many things because I always end up like running out of time and stressing myself out, and then like I don't know if people even appreciate the hand knit gifts in the way that I think they should. Like I love it when people wear the things that I made, but even my boyfriend, like I give him hats and stuff, and I think it's totally fine with the hats. He wears them as like his special hats, so he only wears them like when we go to nice places, or like if he's not doing anything that's gonna be too like I don't know, like he's not gonna wear them if he's gonna go to work or like go paint or you know whatever. But yeah, I just worry that if I give people hand knit things, sometimes they think they're like too precious to actually wear, which is not good. I want them to wear it, and I often say I can help you mend it if you wear it out and it has a hole or something. Another whip that I started many months ago now is what's it called? I forget what it's called. I feel like it has a funny name, like the Squiggle something. It's an Andrea Mowry cowl pattern, and this is what I have made so far. I'm actually more than halfway done. I'm using King Fiber Melted Baby Surrey. That's the bright color underneath, and the black is, it's that loop-de-loop boucle, and I'm holding it double because this is also a lace weight boucle, and there's like 800 yards in one skein. This is what the Melted Baby Surrey looks like. I have used this before. If you recognize it, it's because I have made other things with this and I've unraveled them. That was kind of just a personal project, but if I do finish it by the holidays and think someone else would like it, maybe it will be a gift. My main whip that I've been working on for the last couple months is a cardigan. And I'm kind of using the Traveler's cardigan by Ozetta as a starting point, but I did make a lot of modifications to this. If you remember, I did knit a wave sweater at one point, and I knit all the way down to the second sleeve cuff. I literally had like 5 rows to go, and I didn't finish it. And I decided a couple months ago that I didn't really like it that much, and I probably wasn't gonna wear it because I finished I almost finished knitting it like a year ago, and I never finished it. I never like had the urge to finish it so I could wear it. So I decided to unravel it and use the yarn to make a striped cardigan, which is what I have here. And I have knit the whole body. I made it like a very much a wedge shape, so it's wider on the top and then it gets narrower at the bottom. I also did the rib trims in stripe too, so the whole thing is striped. The part of the traveler's cardigan that I definitely followed was the placket, because you knit the placket with the body, and I wanted the stripes to just be continuous from the placket. For the neck, I ended up, I think maybe I used like the amount of stitches that Ozetta uses in the traveler's cardigan, but I wanted it to be doubled because I was also inspired by this Baba sweater that I saw. So I doubled it, so it's nice and chunky. And what else did I do? I guess that's about it. I don't really know what happened with the body. I didn't decrease at all, but I did use much smaller needles for the rib, which is kind of sucking it in at the bottom. And as you can see, on the first sleeve here, I also did a whole bunch of buttonholes because I have all of these amazing vintage buttons that I got from Savers. So I wanted to do like that thing that's popular now where you have like 20 buttons on a cardigan, and I didn't do 20 buttonholes, but I did quite a lot. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 buttonholes. That's kind of a weird number, but I was going, I think like every 4 stripes I'd put a buttonhole, and then when I got to the bottom I just wanted to have one kind of in the middle of the rib trim. So that's why it's kind of a random number. Yeah. The sleeves are going to be kind of big, and I did try it on. I think it looks okay, but I'm just going to keep knitting until I get to like 15 inches. I think that's what the Ozetta pattern says, and then I'll follow her instructions. Well, maybe I'll follow her instructions. I might just knit like a big old sleeve and do like a really small cuff so it does the same thing that's happening on the body. Yeah. Other things that I'll probably be doing this Vlogmas, so going to the doctor, going to work, which I won't be showing because it's not that exciting and it's just work. But I'll show you my projects that I do on the bus to work. Also, I was given a Tamagotchi recently. This is my Tamagotchi. It's from Japan. My friend went to Japan. She brought this back and she gave it to me. I haven't given birth to the baby yet. It's still in there. The egg hasn't hatched. I'm like waiting for the perfect time, maybe tomorrow. And I have to, like, I'm scared. I've never had a Tamagotchi, and she really hyped it up, and she was like, you have to take care of it. It's your child. You have to make sure you feed it and play with it and take it to the doctor and all this stuff, and you don't want it to die, so maybe we can do that together. Also, let me know some name ideas for my Tamagotchi baby. I don't know what to name it yet. I don't know if they're gendered or anything like that, but let me know some names. I am open to suggestions. Maybe a gender-neutral name. This is what it looks like. This is what the Tamagotchi looks like. We haven't seen the baby yet, but what should I name the baby? I'm also doing a puzzle here. I can't really show it to you because all the pieces are in the boxes, and I've been like trying to do, I have my pieces like organized in a way that helps me do the puzzle, but I'll put a picture of it so you can see. I really like the puzzles that are illustrated by Adam Simpson. They're all like world of puzzles, like world of themed puzzles. So I have World of Dracula, World of Frankenstein, and World of Shakespeare, which I've already done. And I just got the World of Grimm's Fairy Tales, and I was actually at Barnes & Noble with my mom when I found this puzzle, and she bought the World of Jane Austen. So she's doing that one, I'm doing this one, and then we're going to trade. Because these are just my current favorite puzzles. I love the illustration style. I love that it's kind of like, not really like Where's Waldo, but in that style where it's like there's a whole bunch of little tiny things in one picture. So there's a lot to do within the puzzle, and I like that. I like a puzzle where it's like a nice big picture that's pretty easy, you know, to find the pieces, but it's a 1,000 piece puzzle, so it's also a bit challenging. Does that make sense? My boyfriend's sister also likes puzzles, and she offered to send us the, like, I forget what it's called, but it's like that clear puzzle. It's clear plastic, and it's like the impossible puzzle or something. And I was like, no. My favorite thing about the puzzle are the pretty pictures that I'm putting together. I don't want it to be impossible. I want to enjoy it. And also, I like to leave the puzzles out on the coffee table so my cat will walk on them. I don't like that he walks on them, but he does walk on them. And the puzzle pieces like get stuck to his little toe beans, and then he like shakes them off. So the puzzle pieces like end up all over the place anyway. And if they were clear plastic, I would never find them. So I'm just gonna stick to my regular pretty picture puzzle. I will show you one more very exciting thing that I hinted at in the beginning of this video, and you may have seen it run by. I got a kitten. I got it, me and my boyfriend got it. It's our kitten together. Because I have a cat, Lars, which he's made appearances on this channel before. But he was my cat, and we decided he probably needed a friend because like we're both out of the house a lot, and I didn't want him to be depressed. I didn't want him to be lonely, and he's still pretty young, so I thought maybe he would like a companion that he could like play with while we're not home. And we found this really cute stray cat. Well, we didn't find it. A friend found these stray cats, and she was taking care of them for like the last month. We asked if we wanted one, and we said yes. So we have this new kitten, and his current name is Egbert, but I'm still like a tiny bit unsure of the name. Let me know some more name suggestions for the kitten in the comments too. I need all the name suggestions. I kind of like Egbert. We also like Sponge. My boyfriend also the other day called him Sponge Bert. So he could be like Sponge Bert Egg Bob, but maybe that's a little ridiculous. He will also be in the Vlogmas videos this season. Let me know what you would like to see in these videos. Anything, you know, it doesn't have to be knitting related. It can be other hobbies and Christmas shopping, whatever. Let me know some ideas because I would love to get back in the habit of posting. As you know, if you're subscribed to my channel, I am not great at posting consistently. And now I will show you tiny Egbert. Oh. Oh. So cute. Yes, that's a ball of yarn right there. This is his little spot that he picked. He has slept here for the past 3 days. He likes it a lot.